everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrapbooking Creations. Today I'm going to share with you 3 different layout sets that I created using Happiest Place by Close to My Heart. I have the Cut Above layout kit, I have the papers, and then I have that additional paper pack. So and I've got stickers too. So this is this paper, and then there's this one, this sun. And that, set those aside so they don't fall. That one and that fun. I love that one. Red polka dots, stripes, moving quickly. Okay, did I show? Okay, so this one, I think I might have showed that already. And this one has these and that stripe. And then these I'm just going to kind of leave here like this because of the fact that my camera up there is not going to like those. And the sticker sheet, let's see here, I've got 2 sticker sheets. They're the same, but this top one is the one I've only used, this sticker. But that is the sticker set for this grouping. And then the Cut Above layout kit, of course, came with papers and everything you could just assemble. And this was one of the first kits that I actually did through Close to My Heart. And I really, really like it. I think it's a great kit. I'm going to share with you this magic in the details and snapshots, or I'm actually calling it, let me see, what am I calling it? Find Your Happy Place, because I really like that little square right there. And then one of the layouts that I created using Kelly's Sparkle and Shine die cuts and kit. So the first layout, like you could see, is magic in the details. I really like this. I love these layouts. I think they're so fun. I'm doing our Animal Kingdom trip first because I have better pictures from that. So I thought, okay, I'll just start there. And this is my granddaughter Nora and my grandson James. And this is back in 2019 when we went to Disney World. So the background is black. These come 8.5 by 11. And of course, my pages are 8.5 by 11.25. So I did a black, and then I actually cut this page down a 1/4 of an inch on each side. So this one ends up being 8 by 11, and then the black paper behind it is 8.5 by 11.25, which fits perfectly in my page protector. Let's look here. So this Glacier photo mat, this big piece right here, is part of the Cut Above kit. So as the stickers, all the embellishments on this page, this is pretty much made exactly, open this up, exactly like the example. The only thing I wish I had done was pop these letters. I didn't pop those, and it's okay, but honestly, I wish I had. I tried to pull up the M, and they're adhered down quite well for stickers. I was surprised. This polka dot part these are all attached already. This is a punch out. These are punch outs. These are punch outs. This is a sticker. These are all stickers up here, and that's a sticker. The white mats I did in here are 3.5 by 5 and 3.5 by 4.5 for the photos. And it's just a fun, cute little kit. I do like how they had had this picture of everybody at the entrance. We didn't do a picture like that. It was in October. It was kind of the not so spooky Halloween party. We did go to that. It was hot. It was really, really hot. And I'm much happier with our next trip that we took weather-wise. We went in November, and it was amazing. In October, it was really hot. Yeah. So, and I'm lighter than I was then. There is a couple pictures of me in here that I'm just cringing on because since this trip, I have lost 62 pounds and I'm still losing weight. I'm doing Optavia and probably TMI, but you will see me and I look horrible in these pictures, but I am scrapbooking them and I'm embracing them because this is where I was at. I wasn't as healthy. I had a very severe cough and some other issues that have now gotten much better. I still have a little bit of the cough every once in a while, but that's beside the point. Sorry for going into all this personal stuff, but just know when you see me, just don't look real close because it's a horrible picture. Although it is my first selfie that I've ever taken in my life. So, but Nora and James were playing the drums at Animal Kingdom, and my daughter Lizzie got these great pictures. There's some really, really good pictures that I'll be sharing tomorrow because I'm hoping to finish up Animal Kingdom tomorrow. I'm very excited to be doing these layouts because they were ones I wanted to start a while back, and when I did start them, I I just stopped. I wasn't loving everything. So I had to kind of change this up. Let's see here. Which way? This one is for, nope, this is for this one. Okay, so this one is for this one. Okay, sorry, I had to cut my, and these are already in their flip flaps, but I had to cut my mats, my goodness gracious. Why can I never remember what these darn things are called? My photo sleeves, memory sleeves, whatever you want to call them. Um, so I've already cut those for these two. My last one that I'm going to share today, I will actually show you how I do it, how I cut it. And I will assemble these while we're here. Sorry, that's kind of shadowy. But there's my husband and my daughter, my youngest daughter, Miranda. And then the tree of life's up here. This is my selfie that I took. My face is so red there. I was so hot. It was horrible. My daughter and husband there. And then inside here is my daughter and husband again. I do have magnets. I love magnets. You can hear them click. Over here, I have a flip flap, and this is this pod thing, and I guess it squirts water. I don't know if it ever did while we were there. Me and my granddaughter, horrible picture, and then some pods and stuff. Some of the scenery around there, I really, really enjoyed the whole immersiveness of. I'm sure that's not even a word, of Pandora. It was amazing. I was happy to go back. I'm not sure we would go back to Animal Kingdom again. We did go back the second time we went and spent a whole day there. This time we spent only a half a day, so we were quite rushed. But it was just beautiful, and Pandora is the place to go there. I Nothing else there is worth it to me. But there's not a lot to do, and so until they get some more rides there, I probably wouldn't go back to Animal Kingdom. More, oh shoot, Hollywood Studios. We spent 2 days there the last time. This time that we went, actually, this half of this day was Animal Kingdom, and the rest of the day was at Hollywood Studios. And I would have spent a lot more time at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, that's just me. So I matted these on black, the 8.5 by 11 and a fourth. The pattern paper I cut down to 8 by 11. So I just, again, took a little smidge off of each side, a quarter of an inch. The flip flaps, I used a 2 by 2 over here. And then the paper inside that, I actually did not put on here, but it is 2 by 2. This is a piece from the kit. And then this piece is just a 2 by 2, and then probably 1 7/8. I didn't leave a lot of border because the pictures get really tiny. And then put a picture. This is, I matted this on the candy apple red. This part is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then I matted this red piece, which if you look at this, it had a camera on it. And I decided to put a picture there. And then I matted it on black that is 2¼ by 2¼ these are all part of the stickers from the kit. And then I just said, after a quick Navi River adventure, we explored the land of Pandora in all its wonder and beauty. Really simple. And I actually got this hint to do, because, you know, I didn't type on this paper. I use this Avery full sheet shipping labels. It's 8665. I'll put a link down in the bottom. This is just the clear shipping labels, and you print on it and you cut it, and then you can put it down for your journaling. And it looks so nice. I'm really pleased with it. It was Erin, I can't think of her last name, but Erin had recommended it. She did a video on journaling, and it was one I hadn't even thought about doing. You know, it's so funny how you do things for so long and I mean, I actually wrote here, um, yeah, don't really love my handwriting, but I did write there. But I love this typing on this sticker. It's perfect. Okay, so I have three candy apple red 4x6s. I have three of this black, and it is 3¾ by 5¾ and then the white is 3½ by 5½. That is not right. That's not the right one. Let's see this. So if this is the 3¾ then this would be just 1/8 of an inch in. So it would be 3�5/8 by 5�5/8. And I will have that notated below. So that's what I did there. These are, the black is 4x6, 4x6 here as well, and here. So there's three of those. This red pattern paper is cut to 3¾ by 5¾ The white here is, the white there is, oh goodness, I've got so many numbers here. I want to say that it's the 3¾ by 5¾ Yeah, and that would make this one slightly smaller at the 3½ by 4½. And then this red right here, candy apple red paper, is 3¾ by 5¾ And then it's got the white that would be 3�5/8 by 5�5/8. And then I just put the pictures. These pictures I had developed through Amazon. I was going to reprint some stuff, but I figured, you know what, I've already got them printed. And I think they did a pretty good, they did a great job. Size-wise, they're just, a lot of these albums are going to be larger pictures because I printed them 4x6. And this was actually before I decided I was going to go to the 8½ by 11 side. Okay, so when you're doing these flip flaps, they say just put them. I have so much paper inside here that these are so hard to get out. Sorry. Okay, so they say to adhere them to the page, to the outside of your page protector. Oh, that's what they're called. Oh, goodness. Okay, thank you for bearing with me. I found, oh shoot, I can't remember her name. I haven't watched any more videos from her in a while. She hasn't put any new ones out. I will link her video below. I will find it and link it. I love how she does her flip flaps because she actually adheres them to the page underneath the photo or the mat, so you don't see the you don't see that strip. And funny enough, let's see here, let me get this one in here and I will show you. I did not know how to use flip flaps when I bought this album. So let's see here, this is the one I have on in the front. So that is how I am using my flip flaps. I love it. I absolutely love it. I will never change from doing it this way. But let me grab, I tossed them and I should have kept one of them out so you could have a good laugh. because it is quite hilarious how I did these. Here's just the 2x2 one before I had added more pictures because I have a ton of pictures I wanted to share. I put it, instead of folding them and putting it like this, I just stuck it on here. Now, the funniest one, actually, I have not put in the trash yet because I need to use it. Let me see, it is somewhere. I am not seeing it. Maybe it's, oh, is this it? Yep, this is it. Okay, so I don't know how, in my mind, I thought this was a good idea. This is open. I had this in an album completely, utterly open with sequins. I don't even know what I was thinking. I don't know. I just don't know. But as you can see, look at that strip right there. Okay, so that, even though it's not supposed to be right there, it is visible when you have, so again, it's not supposed to be there, but it is visible when you have your stuff in there. When you flip that up, you can see that strip. And I don't like that. And that's probably why I just kind of set this book aside. And now that I know how to use the flip flaps both ways, and I prefer this way, I'm much happier. I love it. The only thing I wish I didn't have to do was plan it out, assemble it, take it apart, assemble it, and put it back. You know, it's a lot. So for this one, this is not the right page. Oh, I did it wrong. So let's grab another page and I will show you with this one how I do them. Okay, so this is going to go into here like so. And then we're going to take this little paper piercer that I have and we're going to mark it here. Oops, little too much marking, but it's okay. I just go with the flow. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of push that little bit back because, you know, maybe it won't be as noticeable, but it might be. It's not as noticeable. It's just fine. Okay, let me get my little mat. Okay, so we put this in here like that. This is just a little cutting mat that I have. And then I have my T-square and I line up those dots, even though I've kind of used some of the lines there. Use that. And where did I set my knife? There it is. Okay, I have one of these pen blades. The only thing, okay, so I hurt my finger. And for some reason lately, I am just getting, my hands are just beat up. And, but this one really hurts. So I have to be very, very easy with it and do this kind of weirdly because, of course, my finger hurts like a son of a monkey. And yeah, it's smart. It's smart something awful. Okay, so that's all you do. You mark it, you put it in here without, so yeah, after watching her, I learned do not have your stuff in there when you put it in through that. It is such a pain. But now that it's in there, all I have to do is take and put, come on, those little stars. Oh, these stars I used this little punch for. And it's in there and it's so nice, so handy. Okay, this little hat right here, you can see it's it's from the Sparkle and Shine kit from Kelly. This little sticker right here and these little punch outs, all of this other stuff is from the kit. This was just a piece that I punched, and actually I used this tag punch and then just cut this part off because I just wanted a little round, and then I put some enamel dots there. What else was in it? Is there anything else? Everything else is pretty much the kit except for all these different sizes for the photo mats. Just a fun layout. Really worked out well. I'm very, very, very happy with that. In fact, before I go any further, I'm going to stick, oh, there's where that little piece of adhesive went. I was looking for that. Okay, let me take that away. So this one right here just goes in here. So then I have this one done. I have this page right here done. And my magnets are probably like, oh, I have this one done. And then we go to the next page. Oh, that's the hole that went through. Goodness gracious. Okay. And I still have this little guy floating around. This just cracks me up that I, at any point in my life, thought that this was the right way to do that. And I'm not sure, but I might have to document that pretty good. Okay, this was the page protector I just had. And is that the one for this one? Let me see. I think that will work on this one. Okay, so this one right here is What a Wonderful Day. This is from, the cuts are from Kelly's Sparkle and Shine kit. The instructions, kind of, I had to size them down, of course. So this paper back, oh, the black is the 8.5 by 11 and a fourth. This is 6 by, oh, it's like 8 and a fourth, I believe. 8 3/8 by 6, 6 by 8 3/8. This lemonade star paper is cut 1/2 inch by 8.5 and just goes right across the page. Oh, I know what it is, because this is supposed to go this way. But I had to flip it because I cut the photo mat. That's what it was, which is fine. I guess it kind of it works out either way. No biggie. I had to kind of size this down, of course. This was a lot more spread out. Let me see if I've got, because I know I printed the instructions just because I wanted to make my life a little bit easier. And then I proceeded to look online for most of it. Okay, let's see here. So I'll be sharing all that I do with all of these because I have tons of pictures. Tons of pictures. Okay, so this is the What a Wonderful Day that she did. And this is the other side. The flowers were a little too big. I might use them in another place. I'm not sure. But I left those off. I moved the title to this page. I love that O. I think that's so cute. And I did use enamel dots right there. Then the roller coaster. And I'm trying to remember, I don't think they even went on the roller coaster that time. But when we did go back in November, the next year, we did go on. Well, I went in the line and then I got off because I do not do roller coasters. But my daughter loves them, and so does my husband. So they went on the roller coaster, but I didn't. So this is Nora and James here. We are still in Pandora. I have a ton of pictures from Pandora. This actually uses everything except for one picture, and I'm not sure how I'm going to incorporate it. I have this one from the Navi River ride. Isn't that beautiful? That ride is amazing. They have a walkthroughs, and you're not really walking, you're in a boat, but they have walkthrough quote whatever on YouTube, and it is worth watching if you haven't been because it's absolutely gorgeous. The ride, that one, and then when we went back, because the line was so long when we were there the first time, and it was so hot, and we didn't have a lot of time there, we didn't do the flight of passage. But my husband, daughter, and I did the flight of passage the second time we went. And for somebody who doesn't do aerial things, I don't do roller coasters. I really just, I don't like that feeling. And I did that ride and it was beautiful. Learned how to close my eyes the minute that the little machine that you're sitting on, kind of representing this animal that's, so it's kind of going like this on your legs, like it's breathing. And it would make this kind of move. And I knew that we were going to just dive down. And so I just closed my eyes through it. And then when we kind of level out, I'd open my eyes, but it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The parts I did see. But this is the Tree of Life. And this is my daughter and granddaughter and grandson. He's looking at this beehive type looking thing here. And this is my daughter and her son. And this is the three of them looking up at the waterfall and such. This is part of that Tree of Life. It's kind of an offshoot of it. And then this is part of the waterfall. I really like the pictures, so I didn't want to miss out on them. And then I just wrote about the Tree of Souls. Giant willow tree that is said to be the closest connection to, oh, Enua? Sorry, not great on those names on Pandora. And then I do have the name that how they said it, or the word that they used that I cannot pronounce. So I did make sure that was there. Um, okay, so let's see, back to some of the sizes. These mats right here are 3x4, and this is 4x4, and it's white daisy. This one is the piece from the kit. It is this camera right here that was supposed to be on the other page. I switched them because I wanted that vertical here, and I wanted something else here. So I took this camera piece, put it here, and put a banner there, and that banner, 2.5 by 5.5, and I flagged it. And then I put a little banner here. I was going to put the magnet here, and that did not work. So the magnet is in here. The magnet is here. And then, no, wait, it's here, right here, and right here. So it all kind of holds together right there. This journaling piece right here is 1.5 by 6, and the white daisy is 1 3/8 by 5 7/8. I wanted very little of a border around stuff. There's not a lot of room on these layouts, and I have a lot of pictures. So I just kind of did as small as I could. Oh, and this is that that stuff, the Avery shipping labels. That's that. And this piece is too. So it works great. I just kind of changed up the fonts I was using. The title piece, let's see here, 1 1/8 by 5 3/4 for the black. Candy apple is 1 by 5 5/8, and the white is 7/8 by 5.5. These are the Cricut cuts. Oh, this piece right there. Let me see if I don't think I cut into that. I think I left that in case I needed it. It was just a half circle piece that Kelly sent as a template, and then I just hand cut, and it's actually circular shape again. 2 days in a row cutting a circular shape, and they look like a circle. And yeah, I just stuck it kind of behind there. This mountain is popped, and that's where I had to use a little bit of that foam tape behind some of the letters because they were kind of flopping down. But they're flat on this one and then just kind of popped right there. Let's see here. So let's take this apart. Oh, that's right. This one is just the black 4x4, and I used one sheet and I did it on both sides. This one right here is white, the white side from the back of it, and then I just matted it with this black, which is 3/4 by 5 3/4, but I think it's actually 3 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then the internal one would be 3 3/4 by 4 1/4 for the red, candy apple red, and the white daisy is 3 5/8 by 4 1/8 for this. And I think I told you the size on that one. Okay, so I've already cut this photo mat here. And so I just need to stick this puppy in here. It's quite a big size for the cut that I did. And then I actually kind of cut a little further on accident. Okay, so once that's in there, I've got these two flip flaps. So one is the 4x4. Nope, this is not the right size for this one. So this was that was the one I cut for the other one. I thought I had maybe just mixed them up. Okay, so when this is in here, and of course these aren't going to stay down very well because I don't have the magnets in them. You just put that here just like we did for that other one. Don't press as deep, but at the corners of the flip flaps, you just kind of press into that. And then, see, this one is not quite long enough, so we'll have to kind of move it. So I'm going to line that up right there. Grab my T-square, put it from dot to dot. Grab my X-Acto knife. Go along. Oh, it just moved. Stay still. Need to go a little further. Don't move, don't move. Yeah, doing this with my finger hurting is not the smartest thing I've ever done, but you know, it is what it is. There's not much I can do about it. The finger started hurting yesterday, and not as bad as it has been today, though. Okay, so we've got that. Let's see if I can, yeah, I'm not cutting through hard enough, but I have a knife, and I can just follow that little line. Come on, oops. Yeah, this is probably not the smartest move either. Let's see if we can pop into that. No, I can do that. There we go. It's just this little area right here is not happy with me. Hopefully that doesn't show on the actual layout. Okay, because I've kind of wasted a couple of these today. Oh, okay. Yep, I didn't cut through. I cut through. With my luck today, that would have been what happened. Okay, so you want to have those up if you can. Sometimes when you're doing them lower on the page, it's even more difficult to get your page protector, your flip flaps through it, but this up high is pretty good. Okay, so that is in there, looking pretty good, not too shabby. There's some goo somewhere. It looks like it's inside this piece. Let's see if I can get my big old fingers in there. Okay, so then this waterfall, so this one goes here in the, nope, this way. Let me double check that that's, I think that is upside down. Yeah, it's upside down. Classic me. Okay, so there's the first one again. Here's the second one, and I know that this one goes this way because I remember that one. And there we go. So now it's in its page protector. And so tomorrow, when I'm not sure exactly which ones I'm doing tomorrow, because I have, let's see, the pictures I have left are them as a family. Aren't these beautiful? This is my granddaughter. Isn't she just adorable? And look at this little cutie. And my grandson. We were having lunch at this little place in Animal Kingdom. And he's just standing there. And then we went on the, I don't know, I'm going to call it like Kilimanjaro or something, the animal ride. So I've got to go through all of these pictures, find out what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping, and figure out how to do at max 2 pages with all of these animal pictures and with these cutie patooties over here. Because I don't know, these are just great pictures of them. And so they've got to be included. But look how red their face, well, especially Nora's face. She was so hot too. You can only imagine how hot I was. That was probably the worst part of the trip. Everything else was wonderful. But the parts where you had to deal with that heat. Nope. I don't know how people live in Florida. They say you get used to it. I don't know how you could get used to it. But I don't live in Florida, so that works for me. Okay, so that is the first bit of this layout set, and I will be sharing more tomorrow. I'm trying to think, so hopefully I can finish, like I said, in maybe 2, 3 max. I cannot go more than that for these pages, because look how thick this is to start off with just the pages I have. And that's, this is not very much. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.